Hey guys, it's Jen from Rusty Cakes. Just starting to build a snake rack. It's going to be 9 slots high, and I figured I would show you a little bit along the way. So let's come see some of my supplies. I've already got my melamine cut out. There's the sides and the back piece there. And then we've got our shelving and our top shelf that's a little bit longer to seal the heat in. And the CDs are to use as spacers so that the shelves slide out nicely. And these are the bins I'm using. I'm going to put holes in the sides of them, not for ventilation, but more for snakes' little peek holes. Like I swear they feel more comfortable in the black than the clear ones. They're not always hiding near the back of the cages. So I got these all-purpose utility tubs. You usually find them in the cement mixing section. They're like $5.50 a piece, and they're about 41 quarts is what they hold. And we've got my heat tape that I've already set up here. Just soldered on the ends, and then used some Gorilla duct tape to go over it on both sides to make sure that it's not going to electrocute anyone, and that's going to go down the back of it. And then we got all our little supplies. We got some black screws, some brackets. I just want to make sure it's stable because you never know what happens when people bump into things. I got some quick seal clear sealant. I'm going to seal around the side, all the corners and everything, so that I don't have to worry about any rot if any water spills. My drill, let's see, and my aluminum tape and my Gorilla duct tape. I was having some issues with the 3-inch drywall screws that I was using because when they got that last inch into the melamine, it would start to crack it even though I had pre-drilled the holes. So I switched over to 1 and I think 5/8 inch screws, and that stops the cracking. Having no problems with those whatsoever, but as you see, that's where it was starting to like push up the board in that last ½ inch. And but now we're having no problems whatsoever, and I got some wood repair to cover the spots that it did crack, and we'll get that fixed up, and I'll show you that one. Alright, I got all of the shelves on, and I just put these little brackets on the front portion of the top and the bottom because the back is going to be sealed with that panel to make it more sturdy, but I still want something a little less shaky. So we just put those on with these little ½ inch screws, and now we're going to tape up the heat tape to the back panel and screw that in place and then flip it over. Made that so that I could come up with the wires right underneath it, and that last box isn't going to get too cold next to the floor. It has a little bit of extra heat. Alright, I got the back on. This is the bottom here. This is just going to come down on the floor. I'm going to have the cord come out the front and pull it up on the side and attach the thermostat up near the top, somewhere up there. So now we're just going to flip it back over and fix up some of these spots that I don't like and cover the edges, making it waterproof. And so what we have here to finish is I have some felt pads for the bottom, some hooks for the side, some wood filler. It's white colored for the spots on it where the screws didn't quite go in right, like there and there, and I can just fill that in and cover that up with the paint. And I also had the little holes where I took the screw out and I moved the screw down. And so once we fill those in, then I'm going to clear caulk the sides of this, and we'll show you what that looks like now. Got those holes filled in, and the slider felt on the top. And next thing I'm going to do is paint over these screws with and the edges with the white waterproof. Okay, so I didn't end up liking how the stuff that I bought to cover the edges and the screws ended up looking. I don't like how it looks on there. I'm gonna end up having to paint it because I don't like how that turned out. So what I'm gonna do is the parts that have been painted over and probably up to here or so, I will paint over with another paint that I bought, and I'm hoping that it won't be as, I don't know, with the lines as this stuff looks. We got done painting it, and it's still kind of drying, but for the most part, I mean, this side's dry. It's a satin finish, and I think I like how it turned out. A lot less of those streaky marks you could see before. However, I only painted so far in here, and because I didn't want to have to worry about getting all the way back there. And besides, this is all you're going to see once they're in there anyway. Got everything moved back around. The only thing I have to do now is wait for the thermostat to come in the mail and plug it in, and we're all set to go. So, here we go. Alright, we put this back where it was. I did a little bit of rearranging in here. And here is our new rack. That paint I decided to use, and it turned out really nice. Let's turn the light on in here. And using these little hooks, I'm going to put a clipboard here, and then I got these little Velcro tabs, just telling me, name, type, whether they're shedding or not. But yeah, thanks for listening, and I'll catch you guys later.